Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Peter Rassenti Nirvana 2.0 here with me for a review. I want to thank my buddy Liam for lending me this beauty over here because, come on guys, this is just a stunning piece. So we're gonna analyze the look, the sound and the feel of this one, but first of all let's just do a quick size comparison. Of course, let's do it up against the Nirvana production version from Spyderco, and let's also do up against the latest iteration of the Nirvana. This is the Nirvana 3.0, so as you can see, just a little bit bigger than that. And of course let's do Paramilitary 2, bigger than that, but you see, like, look at this, handle smaller, blade much longer, so yeah, you know. And of course Para 3 right over here. And let's do also up against another Peter Rassenti design. This is the Custom Knife Factory Snafu 2.0. And why not? Let's do up against Holt Bladeworks Spectre. And yeah, because we just got this guy in, Koenig Arius Dirty right over here. So beautiful, beautiful size right there. So design wise, this is something, how can I start? You know, it's too bad that this is not mine. This is, how can I start? This is just incredible design, guys. I'm in love of this version. It's incredible. This is a Peter Rassenti design. It's the Nirvana, guys. It's made in Canada by the man himself. He's you know, a master. He's mastered the art of doing integral knives. In fact, this is you know, the handle, as you can see, just like milled out from a solid billet of titanium. Incredibly done. You know, it's titanium, like with a mirror stonewash finish on the flats and just a slight hint of orange peel to the side over here. You know, the chamfering also has, you know, like this very, very subtle finish, which I truly appreciate, guys. You know, the closed length is 5 inches. When it's open is 8.75 inches, which means 3.75 inch long blade. There's no skeletonization on the inside, so no internal milling, because it would be probably like a nightmare, or I don't know if it's impossible to do, but I never seen any integral knife with, you know, the scale milled out internally. You have, you know, your thumb hole over here, just like this, to deploy the blade nicely. It's not like chamfered. That's probably, you know, one of my gripes with this one. I mean, with all the Nirvanas, but nonetheless, you know, it's just gonna be this beautiful, guys, like fantastic. You know, there's no inner chamfering going on, but just on the outside, like nicely and wide all around the edges to confer a beautiful grip in the hand. The jimping is nice. It's very, very cool. You have some going on here, some going on here for the reverse grip. Of course, there are no standoffs because, you know, no backspacer. This is just a solid chunk. So you just have one screw over here and you're done. In this case, you have a lanyard hole, which is absent in the production version and in the Nirvana 3. There's no lock release relief. Basically, this is, you know, a little bit indented. But if you check, for example, the Nirvana production, you do have, you see, like a lock release relief, so your thumb can easily, you know, access the lock bar in order to disengage that. Whereas in this case, you just have to, you know, jam your thumb like this, you know, angle a little bit in order to close the blade like that. So not a big deal, but, you know, something to consider. There's no lock face insert over here, but since the geometry is so dialed in, it's so spot on, so perfect, that you don't need that. You know, there's no lock stick. I've never experienced any lock stick in any of the Peter Rassenti's blades. And then you have an external lock bar relief over here, which hides in a classy way, Peter Rassenti logo. You see, I love this detail here because, you know, he's not gonna be like polluting the overall look of the blade by just doing something here. No, he's just subtly placing it right there, which is a beautiful touch in my opinion. The pivot screw, it's beautiful, you know, with a nice pivot collar also in the back, and you're gonna need a T15 Torx bit head like bits to disassemble this guy. You know, the pivot is completely flush with the handle, so it doesn't take away anything from the design. It's just beautiful. You know, to disassemble this guy is gonna be a breeze. You just take this out and that's it, you're done. You know, blades comes off, you have a set of bearings, you clean it up. If you want to lube it or no, just run it dry, you're gonna be a happy guy because it's gonna take like what, a couple minutes. So it's a beautiful, simple design overall, like pretty straightforward to take it apart, guys. Just a pleasure. Also, you know, if you check out the clip, this is also San Mai clip. In fact, you see, you know, the sandwich, you know, the steel on the inside right over here with a jacket of Damascus going on the outside. It's tip up only, it's not reversible, and the knife is not ambidextrous. So, you know, it's this one is made for right-handed person. The blade, it's, yeah, look at this. What can I say about this blade? I don't know. It's just fantastic. This is a 3.75 inch San Mai blade, which means, you know, the steel over here, the lighter part it's sandwiched in between this beautifully dark etched Damascus. This guy is fantastic. I love this. I love this. Beside the shape, I love the overall feel and overall look of this one. It's an incredibly nice clip point design. It's you know, the stock thickness, it's the right size. You have some nice you know, swedge going on right from this point up to this point over here. So it's gently like curving like that. I don't know if you can see it, like over here. And so this is the flat, it gets up to here, and from this point up to the tip it gets thin, but maintaining this, you know, the thickness up to this point, so it's going to be sturdy, but at the same time it's going to be, you know, relatively thin behind the edge, not like crazy thin as you can see like maybe from over here, but still it's nice because this is like flat grind. It's saber grind, but this area here is flat, it's not hollow, so it's going to be a little bit thicker than the Nirvana 3, for example, which is hollow. You know, the grind symmetry in this case, it's not like perfect, but it's pretty up there. You know, the overall design of this blade is just fantastic. It's like, I mean, this how it goes down like that, and this belly right up to here, so it's a pretty short belly, and then it's a long flat plain edge up until the sharpening choil right over here. Guys, if this is not beautiful, I don't know what beauty is. So, you know, overall you can check like the plunge grind right over here. It's you know, there's like a little bit of art, like it's not like just like a 90 degrees angle, so it's just tapering, but it's a little bit on the short side. So you know, the overall grind, it's a little bit on the short, it's not that tall. In the third version it's much taller, so it's probably better slicer than this one, but still, nonetheless, this is just really an attractive one. You have a little bit of thumb ramp, not really like a thumb ramp, but nice jimping going on. The spine is beautifully done, and what I'm in love is that it's just, there's nothing going on, no writings, you know, over here, so it's beautiful, no billboarding. I'm in love. Let's check out the sound, guys, because yeah, look at this. Yes, this is classic Nirvana sound. I think you know, the handle being like an integral like that is trapping the sound on the inside and making it resound in a beautiful way. Like this is beautiful resounding. It's sharp. It's a nice clank, and it has a little bit of an echo going on. And when you close it, it's very soft. It's a sweet and mellow, a little bit muffled. Beautiful, guys. It's fantastic. So opening, it's loud. Closing, it's soft. I could do this all day long. It's beautiful. So the weight of this one is a little bit on the heavy side. This is 5.8 ounces because, you know, it's a pretty, thick chunk of titanium going on right here. And also, you know, San Mai blade is not the lightest. Also, you have the grip is great. It's fantastic because this handle is a little bit longer than the Nirvana 3.0. But in this case, you have, the clip is a little bit taller, and it gives, like, especially in this area here, and it gives a little bit of hot spot in my case, in my hand. If I squeeze it a little bit over here, yeah, this is digging in a little bit into my flesh, but nothing too crazy. So that's the only sharp edge that I can feel. But overall, the grip is great. You know, if you do the reverse grip, it's phenomenal. It's fantastic. The hotspot from the clip disappears because you're gonna have your fingers like this, and this notch over here is going to be just perfect for the reverse grip like that. So just beautiful. You can do a little bit of choke up because you have this arc like over here. You see, you can do something like that, but in the hand it's gonna feel like extremely robust, like extremely solid. You feel that this is, it feels like this would be like a solid chunk of titanium. It's so rigid that it's almost scary. The texture is sleek. It's, this is smooth because, it has this mirror finish, but, with this stone wash, it's even sleeker, I think. There are no gaps, no blade play. It's beautiful. One thing, maybe, the clip retention is a little bit on the strong side, but that translates into something that's going to be like safely attached to the clip. Also, the deployment speed is this one, guys. Like this is no flipper. This is just thumb hole going on like that, and it's fast. It's beautiful. This is running on bearings, and this thumb hole is just gonna deploy the blade like a boss, like very, very fast and smooth, of course, because the detank strength is so dialed in that the blade fires open like crazy. Like when you do this, you feel like a kickback, like something the handle wants to escape, like in this direction, because that's the nature of this action right here. Just beautiful. The blade tip is like deep down, buried like that, so there's no way you're gonna be able to touch it or feel it. And it's overall solidly built. Also, there's no like a lock release over here relief, but still it's gonna be, this is a little bit raised compared to this scale over here. So, and also like you have this milling going on, so it's gonna be pretty easy, to jam your thumb like that, and just disengage the lock bar. So very, very nice. No lock stick whatsoever. You don't need any, stainless steel lock face insert, because it's just a perfect geometry, with the tang of the blade and the lock bar. Also, there's no detent ball ramp, so you're gonna feel this little, hard step, this little bump. Not a big deal. When you disengage the lock bar, blade just free falls. But if you just rotate the handle, it doesn't have that guillotine effect. You have just to do a little wiggle, and then it's gonna close like pretty smoothly like this. So very, very nice action overall, guys. So you know, this is a pretty incredible blade. It has a very, very cool wow factor because of the San Mai going on. It's a gorgeous integral knife. The finish is beautiful, I think. The grip is fantastic, just a little bit of hot spot going on. The sound, it's unique, it's distinctive, and you can't mistake you know, this knife for any other else. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.